I've been active my whole life. I was extremely athletic. I was competition cheerleader. I was captain of my lacrosse team. I was on the field hockey team, so I was very active. Ninth grade was the best year of my life. I was on 3 sports teams. I had tan skin. I had, a tight body. I had a ton of friends. I was just as happy as can be. That was one of the best years of my life that I remember. When I was about 1 week away from the sophomore year of high school, I was going on the last vacation of the summer to Lake Gaston with 3 of my friends, and we were riding on 2 jet skis on the last day of vacation. The driver of the other jet ski, the guy I had a big crush on, and he ran up into and on top of my jet ski. My new friend, Mark, fell forward and died on impact. And I was hit in the head and the spinal cord. So it gave me a traumatic brain injury and a spinal cord injury. I was not supposed to live past the first hour, the first day. And they said I was gonna live, but I wasn't gonna be able to talk or swallow or breathe on my own, or I would be a vegetable, and I just wouldn't be able to. There was a whole list of things they said I wasn't gonna be able to do. I woke up around October on Halloween. My parents were already so deep into solutions for me. I never really had time to go through a grieving process. I was told, you have 1 month in this hospital and then we're gonna go, so you better get yourself in the best shape so that we can get out of here. So I kind of had my mind set on that goal, so it never really sunk in for me that much until I went back to high school, my sophomore year of high school, and the reality of what I can and can't do. And that's when I started to feel left out, and I started to feel really my disability kind of started to take a toll on me, and it started to kind of sink in of, I am different. I'm 15 years old. I am here with them, but I don't look like them. My lifestyle is nothing like them, and it's hard for me to fit in. Going homecoming and going to prom, that's the biggest thing in their life, and the biggest thing in my life is I gotta learn to put my pants on by myself. I grew up in the youth group in the church. I've been to church my whole life, and I've always had a very strong faith. And I love God. And when I got in my accident, everything became real. It became applicable, and it was tangible, and it was something that I had to actually lean on, as opposed to having a great life where nothing was going wrong. With all the loneliness that came with losing my friends and relearning my body and I guess readjusting my whole lifestyle, I needed a constant, and God was the only constant in my life that I could depend on. God, why are you doing this to me? Honestly, in the beginning, my faith just looked like crying and being confused and not really knowing what to do. I journaled some, and that's how my book was born. My faith, it really showed itself in my parents, my whole family. Talking to my mom, for example, about something that I'm going through or something that I'm struggling with, and she just reminds me, in short, this is the plan. This is what the alternative of your accident, you were supposed to die and not talk and swallow and all that stuff, not even be able to breathe on my own, is so incredible that you have so much to be thankful for. And once I was in the disabled community and I was around people, also in wheelchairs, I'm working as hard as I am to move my feet, but someone on the mat right next to me is doing equally as hard of work, maybe even more, just to move their fingers. And I realized that I may be paralyzed and I may not be able to walk, but I feel like I have the best of my situation because I have so much, and I have my mind and my upper body, and I can do things versus people who can't do a lot of stuff that I can do. I have seen God acting in my accident. He has turned what's happened to me into something that I wouldn't take back for the world. Besides the death of my friend Mark, I have no regrets, and I wouldn't take it back because of the amount of people that have come to me and said, you know, Kristin, I'm so inspired by you, and I'm going to church again, or I see the strength that you have, and where do you get that strength from? And that's an opportunity for me to witness or tell my story. I have a new perspective that is so important to me because I look at life completely differently because I've lost a friend and I've, you know, been through everything that I've been through, and so I have such a different perspective on life that is so valuable and that I wouldn't trade that for anything. I'm Kristin Beale, and I'm paralyzed.